What's up, kings and queens? Brett here with Simba Stock. So today we're going to be going over our PDF for the week. Crazy week last week. Lots of volatility, guys. Everybody needs to be careful this week and protect their capital. We have the stimulus news. You might think that it might be bullish. Personally, I think so as well, but you never know what can happen, right? We had NFP numbers on Friday. Market took a huge dive in the morning and then ended up closing up 1 to 2% on all the indices. But let's go right through the PDF right now. So first, you guys can get this if you go to our Dropbox. Links are in our bio if you guys want to take a look, check everything out yourselves, okay? But you can read about the weekly preview here. But let's just dive right into it, guys. So S&P, right? We'll just pull it up here. First, we have our S&P 500, okay? We broke down out of the channel that we had, right? We had a little bit of a wedge going up, and we knew that we'd get rejected somewhere along the lines of almost the 3960, 4000 area, right? We rejected back down to the bottom of the channel. We actually broke through both days, Thursday and Friday, but we did hold what? This previous high, right? For the end of last year. And we did kind of bounce there again at the end of January as well. So we kind of did the same thing. We actually made a higher low compared to that as well. So all isn't lost yet, but again, we have to be safe. We have to be careful, right? We have to break out of this 3,900 range again in order to see upside towards 4,000. But again, anything can happen this week, so we'll see what happens. Right now, we are selling off a bit. We did open about 0.5%, 0.75% up, and both indices have sold off. So NQ and ES so far. NASDAQ does look a little bit worse, right? So tech guys, got to be careful playing a lot of these names. There were some great bounces that we saw along the 200-day moving averages on a lot of names, but continuing forward, again, this might just be somewhat of a dead cat bounce, right? If we reject here tomorrow into Tuesday, then we could head lower towards the 200-day on NASDAQ, on the NASDAQ, okay? So let's go into our top 3 picks for the week, guys. I'll pull them up right here real quick. We have Affirm, okay? Costco and Tupperware. So everybody knows Costco, of course. Tupperware, everybody knows. Guys, keep our food in there, right? And Affirm, if you don't know what Affirm is, it's basically a site that allows you to do payments for buying anything. So they're partnered with a bunch of different websites like Apple, Amazon. They're partnered with a bunch of different retail names. So when you go to purchase something, instead of paying like $100 a month, $100 for the product, right? You can pay like $25 a month for 4 months, and then they charge like a little interest fee. So it might be like $29 or so a month for 4 months, something like that. Depends on your credit, but they do a soft credit check. I've used them before in the past, like a year ago. I bought a couple electronics, different things. Works out really well. Some of them even have interest-free payments. So a definite cool company to check out if you haven't seen them before. But let's go right into the charts for each. So I did want to buy Affirm when it IPO'd. This is a very, very recent IPO, guys. It came out on January 13th, okay? So keep in mind, this is a fairly new name. Now, this is a highly risky play. It's a little bit of a speculative position, okay? We saw a big move from 90 all the way to about 150, and then the stock sold off. Where did it bounce? It bounced right back at the IPO price here at 90. Didn't make any headroom upwards again, and then continued to sell off. Now, we are seeing a lot of buying pressure come in at this $80 level. So we do think that it's going to be a good spot to take along. If you do check out our PDF, pull it up here, right? If you do check it out on the 4-hour chart, it does look like we are going to break this downtrend. So we do believe that this is a good R-to-R trade. Again, though, highly speculative play. Every play this week will be a little bit risky, guys, so you have to definitely size accordingly. I'd be sizing a little bit smaller personally. Let's look at Costco. So Costco had a great earnings, but they've been selling off pretty hard along with like Walmart as well, right? You look at the charts, they're a little bit similar. But you can see here, right? What do we have? A clear demand zone right now for Costco, right? This was a huge supply zone that we couldn't break out of for quite a while, and then we ended up pushing to all-time highs, right? Around the 390, 380 level, and now we're coming back to around this 300, 305, 310 level. So I do believe that this is going to be a good trade. We saw a lot of buying volume come in on Friday, the highest volume we've had since, if you scroll back, November of 2019, okay? So I think this is a good trade to take as well. Costco did have good earnings, but again, they just sold off with the market. So you should see a big move in this name this week or next if we do get a bit of a bounce. And lastly, we have Tupperware, guys, okay? So Tupperware's kind of been in this long range, and let's pull up the actual chart here. Right? So we'll look at the weekly real quick. It's kind of been consolidating right in this area, right between 37 and 30 or so. And we can see that once we break out of this level here, right, we should shoot to most likely somewhere around here, like the 50s or so. So we do believe that this is forming somewhat of a base at these levels. We see our 20 EMA on the weekly curling up. We see a little bit of a reversal candle coming in here at the lows as well. So a $31 price right now isn't too bad to take. We put on our PDF here. Let me see exactly what we did. Yeah, 31 with our stop we did below, roughly pretty much below the range, right? So pretty much below here, okay? And we are going to be targeting what then, guys? We're going to be targeting either the 236 or the mid level of this range. So if we pull up the daily, somewhere like right here, right? Obviously the top of the range, and then if we have that blow off the top, 50. But it looks like a good trade to take here. Obviously we have a lot of consolidation in this range. It could be forming a bit of a huge flag, right, on the weekly here that you can see, right? A nice flag here. And then possibly a breakout to the upside. So again, you got to be careful with these names though. Now last we have PG. All right, this is the last one. This is our long-term pick. We'll take a look at the weekly right now, right? Where are we sitting at, guys? Again, same thing a little bit like Costco, right? This is our previous all-time high, right around 125, 126 or so. We broke down, bounced off the 200 moving average on the weekly during COVID lows, broke up, past all-time highs, right, past here, and now we're coming back to retest what? Previous all-time highs. So Procter & Gamble's always going to be one of the best names that you can hold long-term, we think, so this is going to be a good opportunity to buy in our eyes. They have been underperforming the market through this huge recent move up over the past few months, but they did outperform the market actually on Friday. So what does that indicate? That this key support here probably will be a very strong one, and that if we do get somewhat of a bounce in the market as well, or if we do even get a little bit of a sell-off, this name should continue to hold strong. So we'll take a look at our target on there again, right? We're just pretty much playing with our stop below. We'll pull up the daily. Playing with our stop pretty much where, guys? Right below our VPOC, so our point of control, somewhere around right around the 119 level or so, right? So you can see here we have our stop daily close below 119. Our entry is pretty much right where it is right now, maybe even a little higher. And again, what are we targeting, guys? Top of the range, all-time highs, right around 145, 150. Crazy week last week. Commend you guys for surviving if you did. Hopefully everyone didn't blow their accounts. I know it can be pretty stressful trading in these markets, guys, so just be patient. Remember, cash is always a position. And definitely, if you guys need any more info, on trading, swing trading, day trading, maybe you just want to surround yourself with a community of like-minded traders, check out our website, guys, Simba Stocks, links below, and have a good trading week, guys. Stay safe, protect your capital.